What's up YouTube? DTeice here from 8 Louses Bro. As you can see, I'm recording on my couch in my living room because my recording area, as you can see, is all messed up. Haven't been able to record for a while. But I'm back, and here is a deck profile for you over Ritual Beast, which I decided to play at midnight the day before a tournament today, which it's midnight now. 24 hours ago, I decided I'm going to play Ritual Beast because nobody plays them. And then I studied the deck for 3 hours and then played it the next day. It was fun. Here's my deck profile. I did do a short review over the deck to kind of give a rundown of what everything does and then kind of my pros and cons of it. It's not very good, but it's over here. There's a link to it. I went 2-1, and then top 4 I beat the guy and tied for first/second, so that was pretty cool. Lost to Harpies and ended up winning against Stellar Knights, Volcanic Heroes, and Six Samurais. So if you want to watch those videos, there will be a link to the playlist over here. So let's get into this awesome deck profile. Alright, so here's the deck profile of DTeice's Ritual Beast deck. Before I start, I would just like to mention that this deck, I kind of net decked, but not really. So I took a couple of decks. One was an OTS championship deck, and the other one was some guy claiming to have the best deck ever. I took the two, I kind of mixed and matched, saw common themes within the two decks, and went ahead with that. So I wouldn't say that I really net decked, but it kind of did. If you want to see the two decks that I looked up, just Google Ritual Beast decks, you'll find them. So let's get started. We'll start with monsters. I believe I only play like 18 monsters, something like that. So like, the first monster is Spiritual Beast Pendulumn. We'll zoom in on her. This is your pedophile penguin or pedophile dolphin. So, whee. What she does is you can banish a Ritual Beast card from your deck, or from your hand, to bounce a card your opponent controls. You only want to play her at 1 though, because you don't want to draw her. She's not that good. She has 0 attack, 2000 defense, so she's pretty much dead. And you only ever need 1. Like you don't need any more than 1. You do need the 1, but not anymore. I play 3 Canahawk. This one is the one that once per turn you can banish a Ritual Beast card from your deck. In 2 standby phases you get it. It's your gold Sark. It's pretty good for getting your combos because you can get monsters banished that you can eventually use later. So Canahawk is a great card. It's also my favorite because it's a thunder. I love thunders. They're so pretty. I love lightning. I'll zoom out a little bit. It's a little zoomed in. It's got average stats, or I guess below average in today's day and age. You want to play 3 though because it's your main combo card. It's a great card. Next I play 2 Apelio. Apelio says once during either player's turn you can banish a Ritual Beast card in your graveyard to gain 500 attack on the field for all Ritual Beast cards for the rest of the turn. He's got 1800 attack. He's obviously your beater. He also buffs up all the other ones. He's a great card. 2 is enough. 2 will get you where you need to be. I would even say 1 is enough, to be completely honest. Like, I don't know what I would take the second one out for, but you really only need 1 because drawing him isn't the best. I would also say that Elder plus him make a pretty decent opening hand, but once again, his effect is completely wasted if you draw him, opening turn. And then the last Spiritual Beast is Rampengu. So Rampengu says you can banish a Ritual Beast monster from your extra deck and then send one of the same type from your deck to the graveyard. He's got 1600 attack, so he's a little bit better than Canahawk. He's really good like early in the game, and most people play him at 3. I just couldn't find a third one in all of my SECE commons. But he's got a pretty good effect opening in the early game. Not so much in the late game when you run out of things or you don't want to get rid of, let's say you don't want to get rid of your second Canahawk or your second Apelio. You know, it's really hard to play him late game, but he's still useful. Can't complain about him too much. Next we play 3 Ritual Beast Tamer Elder. Elder's the Pollux or the caster of the deck. He's the one that says when this card is normal summon, you get an additional normal summon, as long as it's a Ritual Beast monster. He's got horrible stats, 200 attack, 1000 defense. He gets effect failure, well, I guess I don't think effect failure affects him because he applies a condition. But he's not a good card by himself. The reason you play him at 3 though is because you want to open him and Canahawk as much as possible. Just so you can get good combos going. Late game, he's not that good either. I always dump him with something just to get him out of the way because I have 3 of them. But everybody loves Elder. He's the main tamer, everybody says. I actually love Win, which is this card. This one, she's got 1500 attack, she's got 1000 defense, and her effect is when she's normal summon, you take one of your banished Ritual Beast monsters and special summon to your side of the field. The problem with her is Elder's not affected by effect failure, but she is. So that's why you only play 2, but she's still a great card, and she's got 1500 attack, so she can be a makeshift beater with Apelio on the field. And then Laura does the exact same thing, except for with graveyard Ritual Beast monsters. You can special summon them. She's got a 2000 defense, so she's okay at walling up if need be. Laura and Win are the ones that special summon. Elder just normal summons. All of them have the effect that they can only be special summoned once per turn though. So you can only special summon 1 Laura, 1 Win, etc., etc. Well, which is why I play with these. I play with Pokemon energies with the names written on it, so I and my opponent can keep track of which ones I've summoned and which ones I have not summoned for the turn. This is legal according to the policy documents because they're all mandatory effects. So just keep that in mind in case you guys want to look into that. For spells, I play 1 Ritual Beast Bond. That's all you need. You can search it out. You don't want to have this in your hand too early in the game. You want to search it with Canahawk when you're ready to go for game. If you end up drawing it, it's not bad, but pretty much what it does is you banish 2 Ritual Beast monsters that you control, then you special summon an ulti Ritual Beast from your extra deck, and you ignore its summoning condition. It's a quick play spell, so the main thing is to get double ulti Apelio attack, and then play that to get the 3rd one and attack for game. Really good for opening OTKs, or just if your opponent does something, you can Ritual Beast Bond in a pinch for ulti Pendulumn, which we'll go into later. I play the 1 Gold Sark, or in this case Platinum Sark from the Noble Knight collection. Gold Sark's really good. It banishes things. If you can't use it, then you'll get it back in 2 turns. If you can, then great. If you have a win in hand, Gold Sark gives you combos. Next, I play 1 DTeice. DTeice is a great card because it stops effect failure and max C, but it also, everything in this deck doesn't care if it's banished, because banish and graveyard, it's kind of like Dragon Ruler format where it just doesn't care. Banished or graveyard, either way. Yeah, so DTeice, great card. A lot of opponents don't like DTeice because it keeps them from being able to combo, like Satellar Knights can't deal with things like that. Then I play the 1 Regeki. I really don't even know why I play Regeki over Book of Moon. You don't really ever need to Regeki a field. I have yet to find a situation where I needed to Regeki with this deck. That doesn't mean one doesn't exist. I've never had Regeki when my opponent has a field full of monsters, or didn't have Naturi Beast plus Shian. Next we play 3 Mystical Space Typhoon, even knowing I don't even know. I hardly ever use it anymore because nobody plays Cliff Forts. But it's still a great card. It helps get rid of back row. It's staple. Play 2 Emergency Teleports because all of the Ritual Beast Tamers are psychic. Helps you get combos. You only want to play 2 because if you play 3, they'll get too clunky and you won't know what to do with the 3rd one. or you'll run out of monsters for it to use. You'll draw it late game, and that's really bad. It's a really horrible top deck. It's a really good opening game, though, and you can make some pretty killer combos with it. And then I play triple Upstart Goblin because everybody else does, and I can't say that it's bad in this deck just because 1,000 life points not going to really affect you much because, you know, triple ulti Apelio is going to do, you know, 9,100 damage. So you can give him 2,000 and be perfectly okay. You want to have this card, though, because it helps you get your combo pieces. Because this is a combo-heavy deck, that's really important to your cause. You know, getting that Elder and Cannahawk or whatever you have, it's much better than, obviously, Pot of Duality, because you can't special summon after Duality, and you need your special summons in this. Another card that you may consider putting in here is Pot of Dichotomy, because you have Psychics, Beast, Aqua, Thunder, and Pyro. But it's not something I would suggest just because you don't want them to go back to the deck. That would be really counterproductive. But I mean, if you want to draw 2 cards, whatever. Next up is Traps. I play triple Ambush. Ambush is like a defusion, I guess. I don't know what to describe it as. So you pick one of your Ritual Beast Tamer cards and one of your Spiritual Beast monsters that is either banished and or in the graveyard. You special summon it to your side of the field in face-up defense. You can only activate 1 ambush per turn, and you can only special summon Ritual Beast after you activate its effect. So it's a great card to kind of, like, if your opponent, during your opponent's end phase, ambush, or if they like Regeki, you can be like, ambush afterwards. Things like that. It helps you set up combos because you special summon on their turn, then you don't waste your 1 per turn on your turn. So it's really great. It also helps to keep you from worrying about, like, if your opponent summons a monster, destroys your Cannahawk by battle, and then you have an Elder, you can be like, set the Elder, let him destroy it, and then ambush it. Next, I play triple Steeds. Ritual Beast Steeds is pretty much a killer card. So what it does is, upon resolution, it destroys monsters your opponent controls equal to the number, or just, it destroys monsters on the field up to the number of Ritual Beast monsters you control at resolution. So if you activate this card and then you defuse one of your ultis, like Ulti Apelio, into Cannahawk and Elder, it'll destroy 2 instead of just 1. So, like, if you defuse and then ambush, it'll destroy 4. Things like that. Steeds is a really great card to combo with ambush because you'll destroy 2 cards. And your opponent's like, doesn't target, so it can get over a lot of things. It can get over Leo, you know, whatever. So that's a great card. Next, I play 3 Fiendish Chain. I don't know why Fiendish Chain has become so big in this format, but it is. I personally still like Breakthrough Skill, but I think that's because Hat format scarred me for life, not playing Breakthrough Skill in that format. It was scary. But I played Fiendish in this one because that's what everybody else was doing, I guess. And I can't say that I ever had a problem with Fiendish. Like, it did its job perfectly. You know, I stopped what I needed to stop. And I do like it because it keeps them from destroying, like, Cannahawk and stuff. So I guess it's pretty good in this deck. I guess it's all personal choice. Next, I play the One Solemn Warning. If you have to ask why, then get out. And 1 Macrocosmos, because Macrocosmos is a great card. Does what DeFi does, but better. It banishes everything, which can actually benefit you. If you're playing against somebody like Harpies, who want Hysteric Signs to go to the graveyard. Then the last card I played was Mind Crush. People were main decking it. I'm like, I'll main deck it. Nobody at my locals plays anything that you really want to Mind Crush. Like, no Necros, no Yosenjus. Like, I'm the only Yosenju player at my locals, roughly. Because everybody grew out of it. So Mind Crush today was, like, so useless. I was siding them out every single game. I'm not a Mind Crush person. Like, I don't like Mind Crush. Everybody else does. I don't. I've always disliked Mind Crush. It's not a bad card. I can't play it good. You have to be smart to play Mind Crush. Quickly, we'll go through the extra deck. I play 3 Ulti Apelio. He's the one that says when he attacks, he's unaffected until the end of the damage step. He's got 2600 attack, big beater. I play triple Canahawk, Ulti Canahawk. He's got his lovely effect where you target 2 of your banished Ritual Beast cards, put them in the graveyard, then add a Ritual Beast card from your deck to your hand. Does not have to send both. It only has to send one. So you can chain his effect, defuse him, and still get the effect. Play 2 Ulti Pendulums. The reason you want to only play 2 of this is because it's almost useless. You'll go into him to kind of wall up, but for the most part he doesn't do a whole lot. You only play 1 Pendulum, normal Pendulum. So usually what you'll do is you'll ROM Penguin 1, send your Pendulum, and then use the other one to summon and wall up if you need to go defense. It's got 2800 attack, can't be destroyed by card effects, or 2800 defense, can't be destroyed by card effects. So it's, like I said, it's your wall. You'll go into it at the end of the turn if you think your opponent's going to do some shenanigans. I got this nasty cough. I play Beals. Okay, so Beals isn't going to make any sense until you look at my side deck. Because Imperial Iron Wall is a thing, and because Fiendish Chain is really big this format, I side triple Trap Eater almost all the time. And nothing is more fun than going into Beals with Trap Eater and then a Ritual Beast, or anything. Anything I play Trap Eater in, almost anything I'll play Beals in. Because, like I said, Beals is a 3000 beater that can't be destroyed by battle or card effect. So, like, he's... When you pull him out in a deck that shouldn't pull him out, people are like, oh, crap. I don't know if I would suggest you waste a spot in your extra deck for him, but I'm going to continue to because I've got nothing better to do. Next, I play some generic rank 4s. I play Castell because Castell's the best. Bouncing things back to wherever they came from is his specialty. I actually use Castell a lot more than I thought I would. He gets rid of oppositions like Imperial Iron Wall, or something that keeps me from progressing my game state. Castell's my hero. And then, of course, Cowboy, because sometimes you need that extra 400. And this deck is really big about Ulti Apelio not doing quite enough damage. So Cowboy is a really good card to go into. The last rank 4 I play is Lightning Chidori. Lightning Chidori, when it's special summoned, you take 1 face down card your opponent controls, you put it on the bottom of their deck. And then, once per turn, you can detach a material, target a face-up card they control, put it on top of the deck. So it can essentially get rid of 2 cards. It's only got 1900 attack, but it's a Thunder, so I'll forgive it. The fact that you can keep your opponent top decking a useless card, like I used him against my opponent. I bounced a Fiendish Chain. He's like, okay, I'll take that Fiendish Chain. I'm like, I want to know that what you're drawing. Like, I don't care that you get a second Fiendish Chain. None of my monsters care that you're Fiendish Chaining them at this point in the game. My biggest thing is I don't want you to draw something bigger, something worse. I play 2 rank 3s. I play 1 Leviair because everything's banished in this deck, so Leviair is a decent card. He's not the best, but if that's like your only play is double win, then go into him. And then I play number 47 Nightmare Shark. This is pretty much, same thing. Sometimes you don't get enough damage off of Ulti Apelio, and your opponent comes back that you're Geki, and you're screwed. You have an emergency teleport, which I've already said late game can be useless. They've got, say, 1600 life points or whatever. You normal summon win, emergency teleport the other win, Nightmare Shark for game. Like, he will win you games in a pinch if you just don't do enough damage and your opponent makes a little bit of a comeback. He's kind of your failsafe. And then the last card I play is rank 2, Sky Cavalry. He's the best rank 2 that you can play. He's got 2000 attack points, and his effect says as long as he has materials, he can't be destroyed by battle. I believe it's just by battle. I gotta make sure. Yeah, can't be destroyed by battle. Whenever he battles a monster, you can detach a material to put it back in the hand, which we've already discussed. You know, that's a great effect, is to be able to bounce cards back. So Sky Cavalry is my rank 2. He's my go-to. He's kind of the same thing as Levier and Nightmare Shark. You know, if you have no other plays, Sky Cavalry. You know. Alright, so that is my weird extra deck. My weird extra deck. Some people are going to be like, oh my god, why does he play Levier and Nightmare Shark and waste all that space for Beetles? You know, personal choice. I like these cards. But the triple Apelio, triple Cannahawk, and double Pendulumn, those are kind of, you need those. And Castell. You need a Castell. Always have Castell. Alright, so side deck is a little weird, but bear with me. Like I said, play triple Trap Eater because everybody thinks it's hilarious, just absolutely hilarious, to play Imperial Iron Wall against this deck. That's just kind of like the go-to side deck, because you can't Light Imprison Mirror or Shadow Imprison Mirror. So that's just kind of the go-to trap card. And Trap Eater's like, nom 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 nom. And it came Ultra, so I had to pick him up. Fiendish Chain, I think I ate Rivalry of the Warlords. That was used against me, and I'm like, Trap Eater, nom 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 nom. It was actually hilarious. He rivalried me on an ambush. An ambush, as far as I know, now I have to reread because I think I might have cheated. I'm doubting myself, YouTube. Yeah. So he rivaled on the ambush, and ambush resolved without effect. And then I ate it, and then he had another one, and I ate that one too with the other Trap Eater. So I'm like, double nom 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 nom, and then I went Castell. He wasn't too happy about that. I'm gonna have to ask about ambush now. It's gonna bother me. Alright, moving on. Because we have a Satellar Knight player, I play triple Light Imprisoning Mirror in here, because Light Imprisoning Mirror. And then triple Fairy Wind in case Clifford's play. We also have some Fire Fist players. We have 2 of them. And they're also good against, you know, other random decks. The Yosenju player, other than me, plays a lot of, he plays Daibak, L, and R, and Fairy Wind takes care of that problem. Next I play 2 Mispolymerizations because it affects the heroes. I can't even get fingers in here. My hands are too big for the screen. It affects heroes, it affects this deck, it affects Shadol's. I don't know what else it affects. Anything that plays Mass Change, essentially. You can be like, Mispolymerization it. It just shuffles it back into the extra deck. And then I play 2 different Dimension Grounds. Different Dimension Ground is your 1-turn Macrocosmos. I mainly put this in here for Shadol's, but it's good against a lot of different decks. Pretty much what it says is any card that is sent to the graveyard this turn is banished instead. And my last card, my last 2 cards, I played 1 Mask of Strict. It was a throw-in because I'm like, oh, I've got 5 minutes to go to this tournament. Don't know what the 15th side deck card is, so I threw that in there. And then Soul Drain, Shadol matchup. That was pretty much my only thing. And I didn't even play him. I built a side deck for him. Didn't even play him.